Hello there and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. It's me, Joey, again, playing, and you can't stop me, and I will never quit. Not until the game's done and we beat all the marks, anyway. That's the hope. If there are some marks I just can't do, or will require, like, another 15 hours of grinding to get working, then I'm not going to bother. But mostly we should be fine. Is this the Alley of Muted Size? We need to go speak to a guy about the broker in the other zone, which I forget the name of, but I'll find it soon enough. Since this is the only one it can be. The Alley of Low Whispers. I need to speak to a guy who is newly here. And I think he's on the connecting section. He's leaving. There's a guy here. Here we go. What's that? The broker what took me in's down here in Old Town? Hang on a minute. I thought that old geezer passed just now looked familiar. Why that little grrr? I've played many Manifolds in the city, of course. Okay, so I told the guy. Now if I speak to him again, does he give me something new? I've told him. Now I'm going to go speak to Jules and say, yo, what's up now, brother? Tell me the secrets. Jules, where are you, brother? I can't find you, because I'm lost in this one-dimensional maze and I can't find it. I haven't got credentials, no. Where the fuck did Jules go? He's vanished. I need to go find him again. Damn it! Damn it, Jules. Why? Where have you gone? There you are. Hello. You told him just as I told you, good boy. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See, it begins. Fight, fight, fight. That bloke what come from the city's gone berserk. Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. A pirate should know that words are worth getting countable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bonanza's son come back to the Imperial Roost, see? Words of much value, these. Bah. The Imperial City of Archades. Welcome to the big city.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city, even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat, almost like you were impatient even, in a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
Okay, so where are we going now? We've got to find some way to sneak inside the Draculaur laboratory. No problem. Easy peasy. I'll get to that friend request later. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. Have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Hey! He is still on our party, he's just... For the sake of the story, he's not. Right? Magic shop. Where there's a magic shop, there'll be a weapon shop. And where there's a weapon shop, there'll be better weapons. As if that wasn't obvious. Hiya. Hello, I'm the Truckmaster. Help you with aught? What are pine and sandalwood chips? Here in Archades, people spend their whole lives trying to get their hands on pine chops, and if they're lucky, a chop of fine sandalwood. Gil, they're only good for the buying and selling of goods. You can have all the gil in the world that won't buy you respect. Only chops of pine or a chop of sandalwood will win you that. You see, the chops represent your contribution to the greater good of the Empire. Common citizens might come by pinewood chops even during their daily lives, but it takes a soldier or some great deed to earn sandalwood. Best of luck to you. What the hell are you talking about? Welcome, welcome. I'll show you'll find our selection of magics befitting of the Empire's finest magical emporium. All of the gas. Interesting. Besides Blizzago, I think. That's magic. Let me see. Weapons. I'm interested in weapons mainly. Mainly weapons, actually. Can I go further through here? This is a dead end. I've got to find out how to get some chops. If I want them. I might not want them. Depends how I get to the Draculaur laboratory, to be honest. Weapon shop, yeah! Looks like weapons and armor is in this one place. Armor seller, good day, sir. Looking for protectives? Yes, I am. Ho 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 ho. This is the good shit. Okay. It's worth a lot of defense to Vaughn, so it might actually be worth trying to sell anything I can get my hands on to afford this expensive armor. Don't mind if I do. This will be where I'll go back and farm a lot to get what I need. Because even this amount of money isn't going to get me very far if I don't do anything with it. I'm going to need better weapons, I'm going to need better armor. Lots of it. I might be able to buy the full set now. Perhaps. And this might even give me more bazaar stuff too. I don't mean like weird, I mean in the bazaar. Oh my. Yeah. Forked blade, forked spear, war axe. Okay, lots of stuff there. I'm gonna wait. Right, weapons. Greetings, might I tempt sir with some quality armaments? Yes, you may. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, a Calcum Dirk. Alright, okay, I'm listening. You've got my attention. Penetrate crossbows, extra... Why did I say it like that? An extra 9 damage. I said extra. Like a fucking weirdo. Okay. Fan. There you go, my lady. I know that's 80 attack power. That's good. I like that. Let's buy that dagger because I'm not finding any ninja swords. If I don't find any ninja swords, I'm going to need to get something better eventually anyway. Balthier. Dagger's 5. The platinum dagger is what I'll end up getting. I can't remember where I got it from, but I have one in my farming file for ages. But who knows where I got it from? I can't remember. Okay. So, now I can equip that. Which which means I can now have a better shield if I so choose. Speaking of better shields, crystal shield will do nicely. Thank you. That's lots of evasion. Then I need 2 officers' hats and 2 battle coats, which should be better than what I've got already. It improves Vaughn's defense by a great deal. And yes, I may regret this decision later on when I find some armor in 2 seconds that's even better than this, but fuck it. You know? Thank you for the heavy armor. I'll be taking that now. Boop. Right. So what's over here? I think this is the good... Right. Looks like you never chopped your name. Are you sure you belong here in the city? Yeah, I think you can get, like, better gear even still if you have these chops that are apparently so important. But you couldn't tell me. Right, okay, so I've got 6,000 health now. The armor's getting up there in terms of usefulness. Right, how are we getting over here? Only those 3 or more chops from over this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop? What's that? If you like a chop, you pay coin. That's 1 million gil, thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. Oh, on this? But we need a chop. What is a chop, anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. A boy pays. 2,500 gil sounds about right? Sure. Why, any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status sometimes, a writ of transit others. If you were aiming to go to the Central, where the gentry live, I think you'd need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the street, talk to the right people, you earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Archades love doing good deeds. Well, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I give it a try. Thanks, Jules. A friend of Master Balthier's is a friend of mine. So I've got to help people out on the street with their needs. I've recently begun work at a laboratory. It is like heaven for me. Plenty to read and no one telling me all to do otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure texts anywhere in Evilise. He earned for some new jewellery, and one ring in particular, rare blue diamond. I saw it just yesterday, yet we can ill afford such luxury. You never know when we might need extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure he'll soon have gil enough. A new employee of mine broke an instrument on his first day in the lab. I really want to give him some words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. Worry not, I tell him. Such things only cost 1 million gil or so. You should consider to be the bigger picture, not such trifling details. I want him to know I'm on his side, you see. Words of encouragement memorized. Broke an instrument on his first day in the lab. What am I doing here? I'm crying. Crying words for the armourers. You should have a gander if you need aught. When I get enough chops, I'll be riding 9 one of them cabs, and that'll be the end of all this. I'll be sitting pretty in our garden, innit? So I need to find a researcher who has fucked up something fierce. Okay, that's fine. Alright. I made a mistake, a horrible mistake. I feel my superior's vexed. If I correct that instrument I dropped. Oh dear. There you go. I must have shown my superior. Oh my, I wager she'll just had about enough of me. Let's see. Only cost 1 million gil or so. Yeah, 1 million. It costs that much. She doesn't want me to pay for it. Please, no. Your concern should be the bigger picture. I'll admit I'm weak at the finer points, but she doesn't mean to have my research, does she? Not such trifling details. Trifling? Is that what I am? Trifling? I'm finished. That's what I am. I'd be a fool to think otherwise. And say such things to another. She used to chastise me and have her do it to my face. My thanks. A chop for your trouble. Have you seen these chaps running pell-mell about the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. It looked to be much the same situation as was I long ago. Never fear, you'll get there as I have. Chin up, onwards and upwards and all that. Working up a sweat. What am I doing? Right. Here you go. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made some of himself. It's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got many chops, I bet. I know how it is. See. Look, ain't got many myself, but up here you got to look out for each other so you can have one of my chops and I'll see you at the top. Hell yeah. Right. So this is what you do. You go around looking for people who have things to say. Usually people with specific names. And you read their stories and you go, oh, okay, and you commit it to memory, and then you try and help the person who you think it might make sense to help. Usually the thing you need is in the same room as the area you get, but not always. The enterprise at which I'm employed has fallen in hard times. This month they halved my wages. Halved, and things are going so well. Now I have to tell my wife I don't have the courage to face, so I can't go home like this. Wages halved. Right, let's see. His wages halved? What little tidings are these? And what of my blue diamond do I to afford it now? There's naught but my dowry purse to... Oh, now there's a thought. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I've more than enough gills by a piffling diamond. A fine idea, my thanks. You're now free to ride the cab. Hang on, what did you say? My husband's wages are much diminished, and I fear there'll be a little extravagance in our future. So now's the perfect time to spend. This information will, of course, remain strictly between you and I. Right, so how do I get this chop turned into a sandalwood chop? The ultimate. Hi, you've come by 3 chops, I see. Very good. You qualify to buy the cab. Just 25 more, you can trade them in for a sandalwood chop. Those with sandalwood may ride cabs and get into Central. Okay, well. I'm heading back to Balthamheim, but not by airship. Can't bear the things. Plan on taking the road through Sochin. Getting ready to get outfitted for the journey, but I got to thinking, what if I run across some beastie I can't handle along the way? It's official. The Ministry of Law has announced that the Senate conspired to oust Solidor and masterminded the Emperor's assassination. Ministry, I know there's a lawless times, my friend. A good time to purchase some armor. The forges of the Arcadian Empire are surely the best at weapon crafting in all Evil East. It makes one think, what if one were to sell them abroad? One can make a healthy profit, an honest profit too, not like those for the fat-bellied senators were skimming from imperial coffers. Makes one feel a fool for working at all. You could at least buy one of these spears, or weren't you planning to defend me? But I never used one of those, dearest, and what if I hurt someone? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Let's go up to the top. More people to help, I'm sure. We need to get those chops. You know, I'm oft told I have a knack for magics. Of course, a little kind to boy such things. If you're handling magics, not turnips. A knack for magic. So I need to find someone who wants a magician. My husband was a judge, a fine one at that, filled with righteousness and justice, a house's pride, the pride too of our brother. It was his very own sense of justice that's brought his end to die attempting to save a child's life, and the child of a foeman no less. How like him. Seen a swindle about, not that you'd know if you did. He's a master of disguise. Why he dressed like me and walked off with my earnings. If I don't find him quick, I'm ruined. Finished. End of story. Ah, I can't go back to scratching for Gil in the old town. How do you imitate me so well? My beau and I have been working together of late. We've got quite a stack of chops to show for our troubles too. A full 8 and 20 of them. I must tell him the good news. 8 and 20. You mean 28. A tutor by trade am I, yet of late unemployed. Why, my pupils transferred to Bajera, leaving me out to seek a new charge. It's gone harder in recent years to pass the examinations. Yet I have most confidence in my ability to prepare any student. Oh. I thought you wanted a pupil. I do so hope to boast, but my Reginald is quite the brightest child. I blush to confess he has his mother's wit. Imagine my surprise when a day Reginald's tutor decided to abandon us without saying a word. Quite irresponsible. Quite. New task. The tutor. I'll get the other one back. There you go. Ah, straight to the point. Leave it to me, good sir. I charmed on my care as a future academic. Here, a chop and payment for your kind word. Ha ha ha. Yes. Excellent. Good. Right. Did you see the mummer, did you? I truly despise his kind. Who would want to watch such rubbish? Can you possibly hope to glean enough gil by his prancing to survive or raise a family? After all these years of training, to end up impoverished. My anniversary's coming up, see, I haven't got a lot of gil, but I still bought the missus something special. Can you guess what it is? A necklace. Of course it's well hidden, I'm not stupid. I put it well back in the wardrobe where she's sure not to find it. Just between you and me, right? Now I need to find an upset wife, I'm guessing. That's not... You're not the wife. Okay, hang on. My dear husband's mother asked for a trinket from Giza Plains. She's ever so particular, though. I'm having to give a Giza customer going here. Speaking of which, she should be here by now. My good husband's mother is a fickle woman. I do hope she just does not see fit to change her mind. Did you see the mummer at his act? Oh, it was truly splendid. It made me feel the spring maiden again. How I would love to show my daughter. Where is your wife? Travel. My work's taking me far and wide. Why I'm on the road for 6 months a year. Danger, near misses, daily affairs. Of course, I take care to wear the proper protectors, and my sword armor's good enough to hold off your average fell beast. But what about this man's anniversary? What? You fucking idiot. Nothing to do with me. Sometimes they're in different zones, like I said. It's been 5 years since I finally quit my old lodgings in old Archades, yet still I lack the guilt of having a boutique of my own. I'll sort you out, but you gotta give me time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. I asked my daughter to buy tickets to the fast, but I've asked her to buy one too few. What to do? I intend to entertain a most important client. I have an elderly friend, a court musician by trade. To hear him play the lute, you would think it sang, yet of late his fingers fail him. He said he'd want to hear a song he used to play, so I seek a lutenist to play it for him, yet they seem a rare breed these days. Damn it all, you're all so needy. I'll fix it, but I've got to find this woman who isn't happy with her husband. Oh my, oh my, oh my, my, my. I was asked by my mother to buy tickets to the fast, yet I bought one too many. Oh, my mother despises waste, so I should be punished for sure. I'm on this quest right now, I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. I refuse. I remember never actually doing this because I always got stuck. I'm having trouble putting a man I met, a business associate of my father, from my mind. He was so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be affianced at the very least. Of course he would. I don't know what that word means. I probably said it wrong. I've been writing novels in between trips, each one I think to make a moving tale of tragic love, the sort that makes grown men weep withers. But when I sit down to read what I've written, I find it quite happy, droll even. Why can I not write something truly miserable? Excuse me? I have enough for the vacation in Bajeva, you see, but I've run a small enterprise, I just haven't been able to find the time. To my good fortune, I was recently permitted to go on leave straight away. I want to reserve a ticket, and to my misfortune, the tour was full. I'm sorry, I cannot help myself. I'm in love. With whom it is a secret. Well, I've not told even him. Why not? Well, I wrote a letter, an epistle to love. And I'll not confess my love until that letter finds its way back to my hand. Romantic, no? No. Weird. I've been waiting for an item I've wanted for such a long time. The proprietor said she'd order one straight away, but that was over a month ago. I have my brother keeping an eye out for me, but he's not one to remember such things. Oh well, I suppose I'll have to make do without. Did my tail go away? Do I have to get it back again? I might have fucked up by leaving the area. Hang on. We'll soon be my wedding for anniversary. Whatever shall I give my dearest? That reminds me, I found the oddest thing. I found a necklace at the back of the wardrobe, and for now I can remember when I bought it. But no matter, I sold the thing now. I live well enough, but it's hard to say if I needed the guilt to buy my dearest what he deserves. Uh-oh. Okay, hey. Yeah. Here. But what? He bought that necklace for me as my anniversary present. Oh dear, whatever shall I do? First things first, lovely silence, and it's not peep to him, not even a meaningful glance. So pay not to speak, are we agreed? Hell yeah. I do so enjoy travelling, seeing the flora and fauna of faraway places, save for those flora and fauna with fangs. Perhaps some armour is in order. Or so I thought, but did you know heavy armour leaves stripes and sores on one, and lumbering laden in metal does not make a pleasant holiday make? Does not a pleasant holiday make. So you're a traveller. You want to travel. Okay, nope. You need to relate the tale of the traveller to someone who is interested in that tale. Not going to be you. Could be some of you guys. Nope. 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 You need to be an armor person. No, you're the tutor and everything. You guys are fine. I'll go over here. I wasn't speaking to any men, so... Here in the capital, if you take pride in your work and do right by your customers, anyone can make a decent living. Now your regular chops are made of pine, but the nobles use chops of sandal. Sweet-smelling things, those. My girlfriend and I will get them someday. Seen a swindler about. Not that you know if he had. He's a master of disguise, but he just let me and walked off with my earnings. I know exactly who you're talking about, but... Not yet. Nope. Someone who talks about armor. Oh, to be a judge, to bring order and peace to the world, and that just in a morning's work. Oh, to be... How does one become a judge, anyway? I'm a Chancellor of the Academy of Magic. Sadly, there's little need for hard art in this age of ready convenience. Applicant numbers are down. Indeed, the Academy itself may be to blame for placing profit above the pursuit of quality and instruction. Not quality, what have we, I ask? Came all the way from Giza Plains to make some trinket, but I got separated from my guide on the road and couldn't find the client. There's no way I'd make it back home on my own. Here I thought my fortunes were looking up. Ugh, is this woman going to steam about this? Travel. My work is taking me far and wide. I'm on the road for 6 months a year. Danger near Mrs. Daily Affairs. Of course, take to wear to protect us. My sword arm is good enough to hold off your average foul beast. A woman traveller concerned about armour, you say? Certainly heavy armour is just that heavy, but don't worry more about beasts and bruises. Me, I find my greatest foe on the road is solitude. You say this lady you spoke to enjoys travelling? Perhaps you might, arrange a meeting. Well, if I could find someone of the feminine persuasion to share my travels, I'll solve all my worries, and perhaps I could solve hers. Hell yes. Did you see the mummer in his act? Okay. The mummer. Travelling mummer told me this one. Used to live here in the city, so he said. Not that one. Is it the woman who hates the mummer? I told you I detest the mummers. I'd sooner watch the mating dance of the Melba. What? My mother was weeping? Reminiscing, no doubt. My father was a mummer, you see. He could never earn enough to put food on our table, try as he might. Eventually, it broke him. He felt ill, and by a salve he borrowed, and so he worked, though he was sick and made little. Yet how can naught hope to repay aught? One day our lord came a-calling. A man of means he was, and he offered to take my father's debt on as his own, provided my father left his wife. Then our lord turned and proposed marriage to my mother, for she was a rare beauty in her day. My father told her she should go with him. So I was torn too from my father. How I wept. I never saw him again, nor can I say where he is. I heard rumour that he moved farther away, that is all. If he had not been so drunk with the mother's life, he would never have come to that, so you see I reason to hate the prancing fools. And now I've spoken over much, my apologies, though, tale told, I feel better. Please take this chop for being so kind as to listen. Hell yeah. No problem. So you're the talented magic woman. And you guys find the old man. There you go. You are interested in Magic Academy, there you go. Alas with a knack for magic, yet no guild to pay for it. How fortunate for her. I was thinking of starting a program for scholars in need. Of course, there will be an examination, but if she truly does have the knack, there should be little trouble. Here, chop for your information. Information pays in this city. So there's the woman who wants the thing doing. Where's the daughter-in-law gone? There you are. You want that trinket, and the bloke over here has the trinket. But he's lost her. Yeah, so the client was looking for me as well. Now, that's a relief. I'm ready to get this here job done and get me home to my woman. So blinded by guilt was I didn't even think to look at the map. Who knew Archades was so far away? How that reminds me. They gave me this chop as a retainer, but no need of the thing. Here. You've done that. You've done that. You just gotta speak to people until you get a new piece of information that you're interested in. Commit this tale to memory. Seems to about not know if he's a master of disguise. I just gotta find the other person who looks exactly like him. was over here last time. There you go. Are you utterly daft? The one who's looking for the swindler is the swindler, don't you see? Do you see all this trick in the grimoire, my boy? What's that? He's still nearby. Good. Time to put an end to this once and for all. Don't worry, you'll have my gratitude in a bit in your pocket. The oldest trick in the book. A classic. Ask the person about being robbed when you're the one who's being robbed. Hey. Nope, you're not interesting. I think I'm done here. Unless I've just missed someone over and over again. Oh yeah, the person who wants to be a judge. Where's the person who wanted to be a judge? No. Is it you? Oh, to be a judge, yes. Let me go speak to the judge's wife and say, how do we become a judge again? Someone wanted to be a judge. Well, whoever they might be, I have advice for them. If they seek to be a judge for the sake of justice, no good will come of it. Please tell him this. Tell him that above all else, his family must come first. Peace is a frail bloom that grows once, only in the soil of a family's love. Unfortunately, the game doesn't tell me when I'm done with an area, so there's no way to know for sure that I'm completely finished. But we can give it a go. Oh, nope, you're done. Okay, well, now we'll find some people to help here. There are those who make crafts and sell them at market. I make not crafts, but music. With my lute's soothing voice do I earn my daily bread. There was a time when I did quite well by it too. Sadly, people nowadays seem to enjoy cacophonous marches. Few have an ear for the lute's quiet song. Where was the woman who wanted a lutist? Is it you? I have an elderly friend, yes. Yes, a lutenist. Thank you. A lutenist. Let me explain. As if these people just don't know how to fucking walk. He's right here. Someone seeks a lutenist, you're sure? How long I've waited, I would love nothing more than to play to an appreciative listener. I thank you for this, good sir. Here, chop bearing the mark of the lute. It is yours. Hell yeah. Thanks. I've worked so hard and so long all for money, and indeed I've accumulated some wealth, yet I've realised I want neither money nor power. But both I've had, and neither satisfied me. I found out what I wanted when I met her, a client's daughter. The moment I saw her, I knew. Tale of love. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Wrong one. Different woman. Other woman. I'm having trouble with a man I made a business. So mysterious. Of course I would. There you go. What? He said that about me for true? Is he sure? Perhaps he meant another. If it's truly me he asks after, I certainly accept. I do believe I'm overjoyed. Look, it's not much, but I've been saving this chop for a special occasion, and well, take it, it's yours. I was born of empire, raised by empire, within his walls did I grow old, yet the city was not always grand, nor the empire was prosperous. Used today, they know only for her own glory, and nothing of her history. How little they think of her sacrifices of the past, it troubles me. The history of empire. Money is like a seed, do you not agree? Keep it locked away is something dead, yet use it poorly and it will never live. There must be someone with use for my money, or I would have it live. And if I could but find the hands to tend it, I would gladly share its fruit. Why can't I find someone like that in real life? I mean, I wouldn't invest it very well, I'd fritter it away like an idiot, but that's not the point. There we go. Oh, no, you're the one who wants the guild. I need to feed someone who wants to know the history of the Empire. Or appreciates it, at least. Not you. Not the lutenist either. It's the other one. How many years have I trained in? Still they mock my designs. Tradition, fear. What good building alt is already built? Damn it. Wrong one. Architect and artisan, you're the different one. Could be a woman who's interested, to be honest. It doesn't have to be a man. I will find this person who wants it. Who wants this information. I keep going back and forth to the same people and expecting a different result. I might switch tact. Ah, there we go. We live in an empire, but it's not always so. How did it come to be? Military might-wise rule, and must take more than these things. How can we hope to carry his empire's glory into the future? We do not know her past, yet our enemies teach us little of her true history. There you go. What's that? You have an acquaintance who knows much of history. How long I've sought for this. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Please accept this chop for the glory of the empire. Ha ha ha. So you want an architect, and you need an architect. There you go. And you want to be an architect, and here you go. One who understands that art and architecture need not be opposed to one another. Good tidings these. I feel a design coming on. Yes, a masterpiece. Ah, boy, my business is customary to thank those who find us work. A chop for your trouble. Okay. You're different. I need to speak to the old lady who needs a ticket for the farce. And speak to the woman down here who bought too many tickets. There you go. Oh, she's needed one more ticket for the farce. Then the lady look has smiled upon me. This is better than any amusement. A chop for your trouble. Thank you. Then, I need to go speak to this bloke over here, who has more money than he needs to know what to do with. But first I need to speak to the woman who wants a boutique, because she's the one who actually has the mission. Wrong one. Orange dress. There you go. The boutique. Okay, good. Coming over here. Hi, man. There's a woman who needs some money. A lady wishing to open a boutique, you say? This bears further inquiry. I would meet with her. Who knows where our discussion might lead? Such meetings are fertile soil for enterprise. Here, a chop for your aid. How many do I need? 25 or 30? I've got 17 pine wood chops. And I think, unless I'm terribly mistaken, that I've done everything there is to do here as well. But let's find out. Let's just keep asking people and talking. You're the smitten man. You're nothing to do with it. There's a lutenist over there. You're done. The architect builder's done. And you're the perceptive man who wants to know about history. You're done. And we got the farce-goer who's done. And then we got this lady over here who wants music, and we've done that one. And then... Okay, I think we're good. Right, down to the next quarter. Plenty of people to help. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually done all of them. Hello there, you haven't dropped a letter, have you? You see, I found one in the street and I couldn't help but read it. It said, "This is an epistle to love. Freely have I released it. Should it return to me, then shall my love be made true." And that was all. Odd, wouldn't you agree? I do wonder what it all means. I feared for a moment that were I to find the writer, I'd be propositioned on the spot. A groundless fear, but caution never hurts. An epistle to love. There you go. How did you know that letter? Wait, does that mean my love is not to be? You've not come to return my letter. How foolish I must have seemed. I'm so sorry. So he did pick up my letter. How do I know who it was? Because I placed it in such a way that you'd see it first, of course, being sure to stay out of sight. Many thanks for coming to tell me. Nice to know fate has triumphed once more. Here, a chop. Sounds good to me. I've been waiting for an item of one for such a long time. The price said she ordered one straight away within a month ago. I lost my brother keeping an eye out for me, so that's not the one. Pendhunters employ gambits during battle trade, their judgment correct. Now, what I've been pondering is, what about a gambit for the market? I know gambits can go awry if you don't keep an eye on them, but think of the coin you could make. Gill, and more gill, that's worth any risk. A gambit for the market. Tours of the area gardens of Bajera are quite popular these days. Why, just a short while ago I had to turn someone away from a full tour. Wouldn't you know, the next moment we had a cancellation. Pity that poor lady did so want to go. She must still mean by. I need to speak to someone who is interested in making money. Have you been to the requisites shop? I must say they've done a splendid job of broadening their inventory, but like quite a lot on the shelves. I've just remembered her sister's been looking for a certain thing, and last I visited, they're just what she wants. Now, where could she be? Me, I've been running all about town trying to sell enough greens to please my partner. She wants to build a farm out in Sita, see? What was she saying? She ran out of again? Noses of something? They want it. No time for pondering. We've got to sell, sell, sell. Hello. You don't know who I am. The only philosopher of cuisine recognised by the Senate. That's who. Yet I must confess, I'm troubled of late. You see, in my profession, one eats rather a lot of excellent food. With too much excellence, one forgets to enjoy it. I long to be stimulated. Somewhere there must be a revolutionary dish made from naught but the best ingredients by no one but the best chef in Archades. My good husband works at Dracula Laboratory, and while I shouldn't say this, he works on something so secret he can't even tell me. Now, it's not the giving type, my husband. Just the other day he gave me the most unusual gift, a card. I've tried to carry it around with me, and it's quite odd, but I feel the strangest I spend my get at the Raffle House on stock notes. Do you think perhaps this came over one of these gambits? In truth, I find it quite unsettling and was contemplating getting rid of it. Yet it was a gift from my husband. I suppose I couldn't just give it away. I'm not even sure what it truly is. Thank you for your story. However, here, a chop. May it serve you in good stead. I got lucky. I had no business getting that right. A revolutionary dish. Okay, so there's got to be a chef somewhere. And he's a good brother. Vegetable seller. I don't think you need greens. I think I need something different. Do you know the tarot? Marita here in town. You might think a modern city with a small use for such things, yet I felt just the opposite, and indeed my prediction was correct. Yet another unforeseen problem has shown itself in the cards. My readings reveal only tragedy. That is to say, whenever I deal the cards for someone, they meet with horrible ill luck, almost as if my readings themselves beckon misfortune. Misfortune, you say? I do so love to cook. Why, the other day I held an impromptu party at my house and fed a new dish of mine to my closest acquaintances, where they told me 'twas a taste to tantalise the tongue of a philosopher of cuisine, yet their faces were sour as old Nana cheese. My dish was terrible, I'm sure of it. I invited them back, of course, to no reply. Could it truly have been so bad? A revolutionary dish, well, I suppose one could call my new creation that. I'd be happy to give some to this gentleman you speak of. I used a base of pureed tomatoes, you see, adding into that several fish bones, upon which I poured a rich caramel sauce. Truth be told, I had quite a bit left over and was wondering what to do with it. Here, take this chop in thanks, unless you'd like some food. It's gonna be a no. I know, just the person who wants to be truly miserable. There you go. A fortune teller that sees only misfortune? Why, of course, I cannot write what I don't know after all, and my life has been such a happy one. I have a mind to visit this reader of the cards and see what tragedy lies in store for me. My thanks to you, a chop, for your advice. Yes, cool. Okay, so now I need to go speak to the tour woman. He says the tour is free. Then you go speak to the Bajerban lady, who's like, no, I want to go on the tour. What's that? A cancellation? Wonderful. My gratitude for coming to tell me every good deed deserves a chop. 'Tis custom. Here's yours. Yeah. Fresh vegetables, get your fresh vegetables. Well, yes, they're all farm grown. None of these magic greens here, all natural, all delicious. Of course, people used to scoff at my greens, but the taste is undeniable. I have so many loyal customers now, but rather overtaxed. So I've run out of ears too. Pardon? Why, ears of corn, of course. Whatever's my associate gone, we can't keep customers waiting. Out of ears. The other guy's like, ears? The fucking what? I can't remember what it was. Ears of something. There you go. Oh, ears of corn, that was it. Hang about. I remember seeing an empty corn bin at the storehouse. She'd probably forgotten there's none left. Making a fair few kill is all well and good, but when you get too busy, you start forgetting stuff. Here's a chop anyway. Thanks for reminding me. You're welcome. Get your shit together. They're done, they're done, they're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. I've been waiting for an item I've wanted for such a long time. The proprietor says she ordered one straight away. Okay, so I need to get someone who's been making an item for someone and then go give it to her. Okay, hang on. What she wants. Really? So he did remember. Well, I must go to the store before someone else buys it. Thank you for the tip. Here, a chop. chop rich right now. Extremely chop rich. Now, where else could I go that I haven't been already? Let's check the shops. There might be people in the shops who need things doing. I doubt it, but we can have a look. And maybe the aerodrome as well. The Gambit store. How many shops have I got now? 24. Okay. My nephew's collecting these Gambit things, so I thought I'd see what all the fuss is about. I must admit, they're prettier than I expected. I'm trying to explain Gambits to my dear mother, but she fails to grasp the most basic concepts. What if I took her to battle next time? No, don't do that. I went to battle once, Commando I was. I remember my Gambits as though it were yesterday. There's so many new Gambits these days, it's just hard to tell from one another. Oh, you've come by 24 chops, I see. Very good, you qualify to ride a cab. Just 4 more and you can trade them in for a sandalwood chop. Those of sandalwood may ride cabs and get it essential. So close. Just gotta find the remaining chops. People with orange text that I've not spoken to already. Let's go to the item store and then to the aerodrome. The aerodrome is a pretty good shout because the aerodromes are quite big. So there might be people in them that need something. Hello. Hello, if you have to requisites, you've come to the right place. And there's also a notice board upstairs if you fancy doing a bit of hunting. Me and Joe just reading about the fiends out there. Maybe I'll go on a hunt myself someday. Make a few gil, get into scrapes. Sounds brilliant. Sometimes you come to these places and you make an incredible find. Not today though. Perhaps I should try my luck at the bazaar. Honestly, these people, they come up from the country and they stare, but do they buy? Never. Maybe they lack the necessary coin. Oh, but I do grow weary of this. Dark steel. But the homesick man in Archades. I plan to travel home through the Soshan Cave Palace, but a terrible creature bars the way. Assistance sorely needed. He wants to be found in the weapon shop. But not yet. I need to go to the aerodrome and see if there's any chops there. Although you'd have to be very lazy to not just walk through the aerodrome to get the people. Who knows? Yes, I'm off to Pajaba again. It is my 3rd time. All the views over a crystal spire, the sun setting below the clouds. I never tire of it. We're off on a family trip to Rabanasta. See, one of my relatives got himself arrested by a judge, and if we stay here, my dad's... Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to be telling you this. My mum will go mad. Sorry. Lately, every other departing airship seems to be weighed down with the latest in construction technology from the Empire. But don't be alarmed. We take great care to load everything with passenger safety in mind. There's no danger at all. Have a good flight. What I seek during here, their kind don't belong in Archades. This is the Empire for the love of the gods, not a farm. Excuse me. I saw with my eyes a huge worm flying through the air. Even followed the ship for a while. If it attacked, we'll be killed for sure. Let's go home, please. Must you persist in telling us flight of fancy? I know perfectly well we want to go home to play with your friends. Don't forget it. We'll return to Arcadia once we settle upon our site for our summer home. No sooner. We mustn't be outdone. Now, no need to let tempers flare. Mother, of course, Father wouldn't change that about you for the world. Should you encounter any problems during your voyage, problems of any kind, just call for me. I'm ensuring your comfort and safety is my job. I have a large mansion in the city, of course, yet I much prefer travelling. I live alone, you see. An extravagant lifestyle, I know. It's possible that I have to go on the cab first, and there's more chops after the cab ride. Extremely possible. It's also possible I just missed some here. I'm terribly sorry, darling, but I've given up the stage. No more autographs, please. Very well, you must shake my hand if you must. Oh, you didn't want to... Pardon me, I assumed I was an actress, you see. Quite famous in my day. I mistook you for an enthusiast. My apologies. Yeah, there's all these people here. For many years, I've researched but one thing, and when I retired, my daughter agreed to continue her work. How happy she made me, but the research knows no end. Someday I hope to see my children marry. Bad children... Oh, my daughter marry bad children, but still this great work will not be done. Yet it is not in vain. No, even though the pace may be slow, progress is being made, such as the many splendid thing that is scientific inquiry. path to stardom is a difficult one, to be sure. To dance to sing, all of this takes great effort, and of course you must know how to act. Imagine setting the stage aflame with but a word. I would be that sort of star, and I would ask advice of a mentor, but what to ask? The path to stardom. The path to becoming a star, I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least it's not the sort of thing one can search for and hope to find. One must work and watch others at work. One cannot sit about, whiling away the hours at pretend. Only through experience do you learn. I wore many guises in my working life: armory clerk, airship attendant, personal secretary, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Quite dangerous, that last one, not recommended. I learned much of my acting, was enriched by it, yet when it no longer felt true, I had to leave. I have a splendid idea. I shall write a novella of my adventures. That is one thing I've yet to do. Take this, darling, for your excellent advice. You're welcome. I've thought of this a great deal, and I've decided it's time to leave, but my father's so happy I haven't the heart to tell him. To reach for my research project finished just the other day. It's quite a breakthrough. My father worked on it for tens of years, all those years without progress, then I joined with him, and I still want to leave. However, will I explain this to my father? I need to read the start of it again. I heeded my father's wishes and became a researcher at a laboratory, but my colleague's behaviour has proven to be rather odd. Okay. Time to leave. What is this, my daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would never say such things. A case of mistaken identity, perhaps. What? The research complete? How many years did I toil, finding nothing? That's my girl. If she's finished her work, why stay any longer? Boy, I chop for bringing me this news. Why, indeed. So there's at least one, or at least two there that I missed. So there's someone who wants to talk about books, perhaps. I've got enough chops, but I want to get the sandalwood really badly. Must be you. I mean, look at it, I'm quite athletic. You know, my family boasts a grand line of gamesmen known for our skill at work as well as the games. I said my brother is only fond of dusty old tomes. He spends most of the time his nose in one. Why? Do you know what he told me? He said, good sister, on the morrow I should go to the laboratory and become a researcher. He'll become as stiff as a soda tree as a researcher. A grand line of gamesmen. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise, at least an hour daily, in the games room in the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory man, I know. I suppose it's in the blood, but sport, or rather the exercise involved, is the subject of my research. You see, I'm jolly interested in how the body's energy might be regulated to lend strength those muscles most taxed by a given action. I thank you for your kindness in relaying my dear sister's concern. Here, this should serve you in good stead during your time in Archades. I'm so close. I think I'm missing one. Since I needed 28. Where the fuck could the last one be? I have a feeling it might be in here. Basically, I'm looking for anyone without a name that I just walked past. Yes. The 8 and 20 chops. There's someone else in this area then who wants to hear about their good success, their good fortune. Not the husband. Someone up here, mayhap? Not you. Yes, good. What's that? 8 and 20 chops already. That's a fine amount to be sure, but tell her this. Try to float up to high guard and you'll drift off with the clouds. First get firm footing down here, then build your way up brick by brick. There we go. I've got all the chops and I am great. now I can go and get a sandalwood chop. Ha ha. It's sandalwood. Very well, here's your sandalwood chop. Congratulations on getting your sandalwood. This designates you most promising ardent. But I might even make gentry one day. Those with sandalwood may ride cabs and get to Central. Best of luck to you. Ah, beautiful. Splendid. A toast to nobility. Only took nearly an hour. We're fine. I can't remember whether you have to do that or not. Is that a sandalwood chop I see? Very well, the curb is for Sir Noble, good sir. Take me to Sir Noble. Bitch. Think you got time for your bullshit? You know who I am. I've got a sandalwood chop. I like the idea of Varn just immediately becoming a dickhead. 27 sandalwood chops? Fine. 28? Arsehole. Ah, so pleased you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Dracula researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Oh, we will. But that'll happen next time, so see you then when we go to the Dracula laboratory. With much haste. See you then. Goodbye.